right.
There we go.
And I can see the screen pretty well today. Hey, oh, we got another
looks
guest
great.
appearance.
We do? Oh, the kitty.
We do, okay, yeah. Hey, Joe. Hey.
Okay. Let's see if anybody hops on.
Well, trying to get a routine here.
There
Start
we go.
coming at
Somebody's
the same
on.
time. Hopefully the notices are going out and
They are.
everybody's,
Yep.
yeah.
Hi, guys. Hi. All right. We're only going to stay on for 20 minutes because... Go ahead.
Because we made plans for dinner. We're gonna have dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. So we're trying to get back into a routine, get on our schedule. You know, we said this yesterday, we've been very intentional about looking out for each other's health and well-being. You see, we got the water in front of us right here. We're trying to stay well hydrated. We got a good night's sleep last night. You know, woke up, Rose working from home. So, you know, she was working throughout the day. I was able to take some time, play around with my phone a little bit, starting to figure out the technology. I'm picking it up.
You're doing good.
Well, I got you. I mean, I hate disrupting her while she's working, but, you know, some of the things I need a little help with. But today was a great day, and we're trying to keep that rolling. We're going to keep that rolling by staying on that routine and making sure that we have another nice dinner together. Just enjoy each other's company. As you can see, we're all dressed up, ready for dinner. We're outside again. It's absolutely gorgeous out here.
Gorgeous.
You know, hopefully wherever you're at, you're able to get outside. It's one of the things, you know, being inside, most everybody right now is having real difficulty getting out because of the pandemic limiting movement. So this is one of the things that I am most grateful for. I'm outside, I'm in the sun, and I am with the most beautiful, amazing person I know. So feeling very fortunate, very lucky today. We were talking earlier, you know, it keeps coming up. So many people have said 2020 has been a rough year, and our situation, you know, me coming home, has been the one bright spot. So we wanted to capitalize on that. And, you know, it's been our mission, our purpose together to hopefully inspire hope in others through our story, through our experience. And, you know, we just want to share a little bit of that inspiration today and focus on that. For me, when I had to define what my purpose in life is, you know, it was really, for the longest time, it was just about fitness. But in working with other guys, helping them transition home, becoming an advocate for criminal justice reform, I've stepped into numerous other roles. And I feel that my purpose in life is to use my strengths, my skills, my experiences, to live and to lead in a manner that inspires other people to live into their full potential. That's what I feel called to do. That's one of the reasons it's not just about advocacy. You know, in order to get to that point, you know, to get the relief that we need, you know, you're gonna need some help along the way. And you need that from your partner, you need that from your community. And Rose expressed so many times that, you know, the reason why she started Strong Prison Wives and Families was because so many people have loved ones on the outside that don't have all the support that they need. People don't understand the experience, you know, and for the longest time there was even greater stigma than there is right now. And it still exists. It's still, you know, some people are just simply not understanding, not forgiving. So, you know, our purpose, our mission going forward is to make sure that we're helping with that we're helping people to feel inspired to, despite our situation, you know, this was something that she and I encouraged each other to do throughout this experience. Like, life doesn't just stop. You can't put everything on the back burner if you're constantly just living for some day in the future, whether you have a set date, you know, for when you're going to be reunited, you were like us, where you don't have a date, you don't know, you have to make the most of that time in between, with yourself, with your loved ones, and make sure that you continue to grow and evolve. And we've been exceptionally fortunate to be able to do so many things together. That's why this transition has been as smooth as it has, because we were able to invest that time in one another. I mean, that's really what it's all about. She inspires me all the time. And you guys haven't seen it yet, but wait till you see today's workout. She did amazing, absolutely amazing. We did another partner workout today. I've been dreaming about these workouts for years. So to be out in the driveway, just the two of us, and the neighbors and the people who drive by that I'm sure are enjoying getting a kick out of us. It's been a great experience. And, this is it. This is what we talked about. This is what we dreamed about. Sharing this experience with you guys. We want to inspire you to, live into your best lives. That's what it's all about,
So for you guys that are asking, we'll stand up and show you our outfits. They wanted to see the outfit. It's OOTD is outfit of the day. So they want to see our outfits, but we'll stand up at the end.
Okay.
The workout we did, we literally used each other's body weight to do the workout. So it was really fun. We've been talking about this for years. And do you want a confession that I never told you?
Yes.
Okay. So Adam's talking about being an inspiration. Let me interrupt myself for a second. Everyone's saying that you should do TED Talks. That's been on his vision board for how long? He has
years.
He has the whole thing mapped out in his head. I've heard parts of it. So back when Adam and I got back in touch, I was 30, 31, something like that. Thank you guys.
You were 30.
I was like 20. I was like 18
now.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the super chats. And I was a late bloomer, we'll say, as far as, I was going out, I was partying, I was out all night. I was just a train wreck out in New York City, just living the life, dancing on tabletops, like you name it. So when we got back in touch, I think it was your inspiration. Not that he ever told me what to do, what he wanted me to do, what not to do. He never, what to wear. People say their loved ones say that, never, ever, not once. But it was through the way that you lived your life that I was able to see what my priorities should be. I was inspired to reevaluate my life, family. So we're life coaches. Somebody asked if you'd ever become a life coach, and he is a life coach. He's been life coaching, certified in everything, life coaching people on the inside for years. And through the program he went through, which we'll talk about in another video because we're gonna run out of time, but I got a scholarship. So I've been coaching people on the outside for many years. But it was through his inspiration that, and through life coaching, that I learned that my number one value is family. And through witnessing you and how you lived your life and how you valued the people in your life, it kind of inspired me to prioritize the right things. And I stopped going out and being crazy and drinking all night long, stupid stuff. And I started to really experience the people that I wanted to be around and be with, because also you kind of inspired me in a way where, you couldn't be around your parents all the time, and you couldn't be around your family or the people you wanted to be around, me, all the time. So why would I neglect those people? And I think it was through that inspiration that all those years later, I didn't think twice about taking care of my mom when she was sick. And all of that stuff. And I cherish and value that time with her so much. And as silly as that is, all those years before, it was through your inspiration where I really genuinely learned that that what my true values were. So you've been inspiring for a really long time without even realizing it. We have a good friend who says all the time that from across the yard, you inspired him to live his life a different way. So I don't know what else you want to say.
Well, I think you just inspired me to share something.
Yeah.
That, I shared this with you the other night, and I'll share it with all of you. Something that you obviously didn't know prior to that. I don't know, was it last night or the night before? You mentioned values. And with us both being coaches, much of the training revolves around identifying what your values are and at your core what your needs are. Because honestly, when your needs aren't being met, that's what's going to drive everything else. And for me, it was a startling realization to accept, to acknowledge that my number one need above all else, that had been the driving force prior in my previous life, so to speak, that had gotten me in so much trouble, that had destroyed so many relationships. I was driven by a need to be loved, and I didn't understand it, and I wasn't able to accept love or to be loved, and I certainly didn't know how to demonstrate it. You know, it's been through our relationship and everything that you've shown me that's allowed me to, one, feel completely loved and appreciated, and in return allowed me to give all the love that I had to give to you and to so many others, you know. And that's what's allowed me to repair, you know, relationships with my parents, with family members, with friends, with everybody on a much more meaningful level.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was all because of you. I mean, you inspired that in me. So this has been, you know, a mutual exchange throughout. I mean, ideally, that's a relationship. I asked somebody earlier today, I said, anytime you go into a relationship, I asked the question, what percentage is each person responsible for contributing to that relationship? And most people will say, well, it's 50-50. We each give half. Well, I'm of the belief that it needs to be 100% and 100%. Each of you have to give your all to that relationship. You know, not to the exclusion of everyone and everything else, but if you're not giving your full effort and attention, you know, how can you expect, you know, to get everything that you want out of that relationship back in return? Gabby Reese, I don't know if anybody knows who that is.
I'm sure everybody knows who she is.
Former beach volleyball player, her and Laird Hamilton. You know, we're fitness people. We love the fitness community, and they got a great relationship. And one of her famous quotes is, you know, go first. Be willing to go first. If you want love, be the one to give love. You want understanding, if you want to be understood, be the first one to be understanding. And if you want to smile, be the first to give a smile. You know, that's what it's all about. You got to be willing to put yourself out there. And I guess this is us being willing to put ourselves out there for your benefit, you know, to share our experience, to let you guys know what has worked for us, you know, how we've gotten to where we are today, and really going forward, where we're headed, all of the things that we see for ourselves in the future. Like, it's about putting those into practice right now, today. You know, we made a commitment yesterday. Hey, we're going to get back on track. This is what it is. And that's what we're doing. And that's why at 6 o'clock, we're going to get off. We're going to enjoy dinner together and enjoy the rest of this night. Put our phones, put everything down for a while, and just enjoy each other's company. You know, because as much as I'm learning to love the social media thing here, and as much as it's worked for you in support, it's important that we have this time uninterrupted together.
Yeah.
So.
And we're fitting everybody in because we love you, and we do both feel it's our purpose to use our experience to inspire and help you guys. And Adam's full of obviously amazing quotes and one-liners. So hashtag go first in the comments. Yesterday was what?
When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you do good.
And what was the other one that Kat?
Do difficult things.
Do difficult things. Today's go first.
Today's go first.
Can I add something? So
sure.
When you were talking about the story about your biggest need was to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
So last night we were laying in bed and we used to do a gratitude journal every night, 5 questions we would answer and email each other every single night the answers. And it was, what are you the most grateful for? There it is, go first. What will you do better tomorrow? Who's somebody that you want to send a little bit of love and encouragement to? Do you remember the rest?
What's the one thing you want to improve? What are you most looking forward to tomorrow?
That's it.
What are you most grateful for today?
Yep.
Who's the person of the day? We try and split it up, someone different every day to make sure that we're sending them some love and appreciation.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll take a picture of
yeah,
it
I
and
think that
post
was
it. But, so Adam was talking about the need to be loved and not being fulfilled, and he told me that. And then it was my turn to talk about what I was most grateful for. And I said, I'm the most grateful for this right now, because every time he was telling me stories about things with his friends in the past and people, and I don't remember how he got on the topic, but I said, every time you've told me these kind of stories before, we've been sitting across from each other, you're wearing khaki, we're not allowed to touch each other, we're on edge all the time because you're waiting for the cops to, you know, whatever, come yell at you and everything like that. And you're telling me the exact same stories, but we're laying here under the covers in each other's arms cuddling. And that maybe seems like the littlest thing. I know if you're a prison wife, you know that's the biggest thing in the whole entire world, but just doing the normal things and just appreciating each other like that was just, oh, so good.
Definitely.
I think there's tons of stories. I wonder if there are any stories you got to tell each other you couldn't until now. I don't think it's that we couldn't. I think that they're just coming to mind as we talk through stuff together. Because you have to remember, visit room was just us back and forth, and phone calls were 15 minutes. So I'm sure there's tons of stuff that we need to.
And there's times too, you know, in the visiting room, where when things changed, like I guess it was probably a couple years ago now, they put in like bus seating terminal.
Yeah.
And they put us right next to other people, and we were separated, you know, far apart. So it doesn't matter. I mean, even if you don't want to be in the people, you know, whoever's next to you in their conversation, like, you're still in each other's conversation. And I mean, although we're fairly comfortable with that, I mean, there's still certain things that I probably, you know, just didn't want to express at the time. Like, I'll save that for another time. So yeah, as those things come up, I'm looking forward to having those conversations, you know.
Yeah.
And I've made it a point, since I've been out, you know, every opportunity that I get to just repeatedly, you know, to reinforce my appreciation for everything. I mean, you know, I can only imagine what it was like, you know, what she's gone through over the years, the sacrifices that she made for our relationship. I say it all the time, honestly, on the inside, you know, yeah, it's difficult, you know, there's a lot of BS to deal with, but once you know how to deal with the system, you know, doing time is not that tough. And if you learn how to use it to your benefit, you know, at least then you're getting something in return. But it's the hardest thing for me, especially at the end, was knowing what she was going through. You know, the stress. Like I said it the other day, when she had to, when I encouraged her to drive up on Friday, and then we didn't get the decision, she had to turn around and drive back Saturday morning. I still feel very guilty about that, you know, because I know how tough it was on her. And, you know, that was the hardest part.
Yeah.
You know, it was you and my parents and other, you know, friends, family, people on the outside, you know, what they got to endure. As I said, time on the inside is it's not that difficult.
We have so many people, we appreciate it so much, holding us accountable. It's 6 o'clock. So
It is.
we're
Wow.
going to get going. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Let us know in the comments
Take your
after this
time.
video if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about. We're going to talk about every day. You know, we're going to keep checking in with what we've been going through and all that stuff. But if you have anything specific, like today we wanted to be really inspirational because it's just the kind of the vibe we were feeling, getting back on track with our health and wellness and all of that stuff. So let's do
And
an
we're
outfit of the
gonna
day.
stand up. Okay. Are we gonna get this all in?
I don't know.
We come back here? I don't know. Ooh, can they see us?
I think so.
That's us. I love you. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I didn't really stop it.